Ladies and gentlemen, please put down your coffee, because what you're about to see might cause unexpected laughter, nostalgic tears, and possibly the desire to buy a truck that can legally park inside your living room. Today, we're diving deep into the tiny titan of post-war American utility, the Crosley Pickup. Yes, that adorable quarter-ton oddball from the late 1940s that looks like a toy but worked like a champ. It was the kind of truck you bought when you needed to haul hay bales, milk cans, or your mother-in-law's complaints, just not all at once. If you're new to the channel or still wondering whether a 26-horsepower truck deserves praise, spoiler alert, it does. Smash that subscribe button like my friend me trying to start a Crosley with a beer in one hand and a raccoon in the cab. Thanks to you, we get to explain what a quarter-ton truck is to people who thought torque is just a TikTok dance move. So what exactly is the Crosley Pickup, and why does it look like something my grandfather would have tried to sneak into Sears during a clearance sale? Let's rewind to 1947, a time when the American car market was awash with chrome battleships and big engines. Enter Powel Crosley Jr., radio magnate, appliance tycoon, baseball team owner, and all-around visionary. Think of him as Elon Musk if Elon had focused on refrigerators and World War II generators. Powell's dream was simple: build an affordable, efficient, genuinely American compact car. He'd already tried it before the war, but after spending a few years building fuses and OHC generator engines for the military, he returned in 1946 with a Vence, and with a very strange engine made of sheet metal. Now, unlike the big three automakers who just rolled their pre-war relics back onto the showrooms, Crosley came out swinging. His new Model CC sedans had slab-sided bodies, curved bullnose grills, and a minimalist design that somehow screamed utilitarian charm while whispering cartoon police car. These cars were small, fuel-efficient, and affordable, the perfect match for post-war gas rationing and people tired of maneuvering giant Buicks into downtown alleys. And because Crosley had a nationwide network of appliance dealers, you could buy your Crosley pickup truck right after grabbing a toaster and a vacuum cleaner. But it wasn't until late 1947 that Crosley introduced the now iconic pickup, known today as the round side. How was it made? Simple. Take a Crosley sedan, cut off the rear roof, bolt in a small steel cargo bed, and call it a truck. And somehow, it worked. The round side inherited the sedan's curvy fenders and bullnose front end, and with a 500-pound payload and fold-down tailgate, it was pitched as a workhorse for farmers, tradesmen, and rural romantics who just needed to haul a chicken coop every now and then. That first production year, Crosley managed to sell 3,182 pickups, 14% of their total 1947 output. Compared to a Ford F1, which looked like it ate Crosleys for breakfast, this tiny truck was practically a skateboard with a license plate. Yet it filled a unique niche. No other American manufacturer at the time offered anything so small, so frugal, let's be honest, so unintentionally adorable. In mid-1948, the design evolved. As Crosley rolled out a new wagon body, the pickup got a redesign too. The new flat-side pickups ditched the rounded fenders in favor of squared-off panels cribbed from the wagon. For a brief moment, Crosley pickups sported hybrid bodies, pontoon fenders up front, boxy sides in the rear, a look only a mother or an industrial designer could love. These transitional models are rare today, as Crosley quickly moved on to the CD series in 1949 and gradually wound down pickup production by 1952. Across its production run, Crosley built somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 pickups. That's a respectable number, but most lived hard lives, hauling firewood, tools, and the occasional piglet. Today, very few survive. In fact, Crosley collectors report seeing more hotshot roadsters, which had lower production than pickups, making them the true unicorns of Crosley's already rare breed. Every 1947-48 Crosley pickup came equipped with the Cobra engine, short for copper brazed. This 44 cubic inch, 724cc inline-4 was a marvel of lightweight engineering. Constructed from sheet steel brazed together, the entire engine block weighed around 15 pounds, less than the turkey Timmy tried to deep fry in his bathtub last Thanksgiving. The Cobra engine produced a spicy 26.5 horsepower at 5,400 revolutions per minute and about 33 pound-feet of torque. That may sound pitiful today, but in a truck that weighed just 1,180 pounds and had the aerodynamics of a shoebox, it was, well, functional. Unlike most American vehicles of the time, which were proudly flaunting tail fins, chrome Dagmars, and enough grille teeth to make an orthodontist weep, the Crosley Pickup had no frills, no chrome, no glamour, just painted bumpers, exposed hinges, and bodywork that said, "I'm here to work, not win prom queen." And yet, there was elegance in that honesty. The integrated front end, frameless doors, and sliding windows were early examples of functional design done right. Even the tiny rear fenders, carried over from the sedan, added charm rather than cost. Inside, Crosley trucks were as sparse as a politician's memory under oath. 2 bucket seats, a painted metal dash, a few gauges, and that was it. No glove box, no dome light, no cup holders, unless you count Timmy's technique of wedging his flask between the handbrake and the passenger's knee. Yet it somehow all felt purposeful. There was just enough room for 2 adults, 1 dog, and a weekend's worth of tools or regrets. In terms of the market, the Crosley Pickup had no direct competitor. The big 3 were building full-sized behemoths like the Ford F1 or Chevy 3100, which could tow barns but drank fuel like a sailor on shore leave. The Crosley, with its motorcycle-sized engine and economy car dimensions, was a rebellion in sheet metal, a quirky response to a market obsessed with bigness. And now, dear viewers, let's talk money. In 1947, a Crosley Pickup would have set you back about $933. That's roughly $15,000 today, adjusted for inflation. Optional extras like a heater or radio could nudge the price above $1,000. It wasn't dirt cheap, but it undercut most full-size trucks and still delivered big value in a small package. In modern auctions, well-restored examples have changed hands for between $10,000 and $20,000. The record price? Around $23,000 for a pristine 1948 model with its original bed, wheels, and perhaps a dash of owner insanity. But as every collector knows, value isn't just about money, it's about joy per mile. And by that metric, the Crosley Pickup is a 5-star investment. The truck draws more smiles at a car show than a row of Ferraris. It's the kind of vehicle where strangers come up just to ask, "Is that legal?" Or, "Can you really drive that on the highway?" To which the correct answer is, yes, just not quickly. One Crosley Pickup was once driven through the aisles of a Cincinnati department store as a publicity stunt. Another was parked in the lobby of the Waldorf Astoria, proving it could go where other pickups only dreamed. A huge thanks once again to our sponsor tier subscribers. You're the real MVPs, keeping this channel alive and preventing Timmy from launching a rival show where he reviews antique spark plugs with interpretive dance. Stick around for more wheeled oddities, laughable legends, and lovable losers from automotive history. Until next time, stay curious, stay ridiculous, and remember, if your truck can fit inside your shed, you're doing something very right.